Let us further study about these three types of people that we were talking in the last video. Let us understand what Gita says about the mind of these three types of people. In chapter 18, verse 30 to 32, in Bhagavad Gita, it explains first the signs of the intellect of a sattvic, which is a calm person. To know what to do and what to refrain from. That is a sattvic intellect. What is right action, what is wrong action. What is to be feared and what is not to be feared. What brings bondage and what brings liberation. This is the mind of a sattvic person. The mind of Rajas, which is comparative, confuses right and wrong actions, cannot distinguish between religion and irreligion, cannot distinguish between action that should be done and action that should not be done. Then the third, mind of a tamasic person, which is careless person. Tamasic intellect is shrouded in darkness, utterly reversing right and wrong. It considers irreligion to be religion and religion to be irreligion. Then further on, it explains the mind and how the body of a sattvic person they use. Chapter 17, verse 14 to verse 16. I'm giving you these verses so that I'm hoping that you can go and self-study. So 17.14 to 17.16 explains the mind of a sattvic person. So what kind of disciplines of body the sattvic person has? They worship gods, they worship teachers, spiritual masters. What are the disciplines of mind? Purity, honesty, non-violence, calmness, gentleness, silence, self-restraint. Disciplines of speech in these person are, they offer soothing words, they speak truly, kindly, helpfully, and they study the scriptures. This is the mind of a sattvic person. Let's understand the mind of a Rajas person from Bhagavad Gita's point of view. Rajas is the mind of a comparative person. The comparative person thinks, I got this wealth today, tomorrow I shall get that. So much is mine now and it will increase in the future more and more. He's my enemy, I will destroy him, and my other enemies will also be destroyed. Am I not like God? I enjoy what I want, I'm successful, I'm powerful, I'm happy. There is none as powerful and happy as me. I'm the richest man surrounded by rich relatives. Who is equal to me? I will give away gifts in charity and redeem my sins. In this way, a fool keeps deluding himself by his ignorance. So can we identify these people? Just by, people ask me that, how do you identify these three types of people? Can you just look at them and identify them? The answer is yes. I mean, it's difficult to know the mind of a person. To know a mind of a person, you have to spend a lot of time talking to them, get to know them. It may take hours, days, and some people are so sharp they can actually hide their internal self for years. But there are some symptoms that you can watch in a person, and you will be able to know whether this person is calm, whether this person is comparative or careless. If you just look at the physical world, and when I say physical world, look at how they treat their body, how they treat their food, how they take care of themselves, their physical health, what kind of clothes they wear, what kind of house they have, what kind of car they drive, what kind of energy they have. If you just notice some of these things, you can very easily identify whether the person is calm, comparative, or careless. So let's talk about each of them. Let's look at how they treat their body. A calm person, they accept and love their body, whatever their shape and size. So they have accepted whatever they are. They will take care of their body, but they are neither in hate or neither overly in love with their body. They know it's a tool and they use it, like that. A Rajas person, a comparative person, they have a love and hate relationship towards their body. Sometimes they'll be very loving to their body, they'll overly take care of their body, and sometimes they will just completely ignore that. Sometimes they will not take care of the body at all. A tamas person will have no focus on their body. Let's look at how they will dress. So sattvic person, they will dress for comfort. Their clothes will be light in color. They will try not to seek attention. That's a sattvic person. How does a rajas person, comparative person, they want to seek attention. They like bright color clothes. They love shopping. Retail therapy is very important to them. They love shopping for clothes, bags, jewelry, ties. These are some of the things that they love because they seek attention. A tamas person, a careless person, doesn't care anything about their clothes. Their clothes are shabby. There'll be some kind of a smell in their clothes. Basically their overall look will be unkempt. How do they treat themselves? Their physical health. That also is very different within each of them. A sattvic person, they will have a daily practice. So they may not spend 3 hours, exercising. They may spend 1 hour or a half an hour every day, but they'll have a daily practice. They'll have either a daily practice of yoga or a meditation or both, or exercise, or they'll go for a walk in nature. Something they will do to take care of themselves physically. A Rajas person, again, is inconsistent. Sometimes they have over focus on their body. They will really take care of their body. They'll go to gym every day for a month, and then they'll stop going. They'll not go for like 3 months. Or they will start meditating. They'll go take they'll go to a meditation course, spend 3 weeks in a meditation course, go learn it, come back, meditate for a month, then stop. Will not meditate for months and months and months, and suddenly then they'll have this awakening, and then again they'll start meditating. Inconsistent. They're not consistent in any of the practices. You can see that between rajas person and a sattva. That's the major difference: consistency versus inconsistency. Tamas person is very consistent. He will have no exercise. He will have no. He will not go for a walk. No yoga, no meditation, nothing. They will not give a hoots to their physical health. The homes, when you enter these people's homes, you can very easily find out whether the person is calm, competitive, or a careless person. A calm person, a sattvic person's home will be full of light. There'll be clean energy. There'll be very calm energy, very minimalistic. There's a lot of pranic energy in their house. There's a nice aroma. There's a nice fragrance in their house. It may be a small house, but you will see flowers in their house. If they have a larger house or they have a garden, they would have kept the garden very well. They take care of the plants, and so you will feel the energy in this house, a very calm energy in their house. A Rajas person, again, because they have this mental attitude, not enough attitude, they will never be happy in their house. If you enter the house, even if it's nice, good house, they will always feel inadequate. They like grandeur. They like big things. They like gaudy things. They like bright colors, and they want the biggest. So that's the concept. That's the mindset of a Rajas person, competitive person. Their house. A Tamasic person house will be dirty, smelly, cluttered, um, unorganized. That will be a Tamasic person's house. And same thing is about their workspace also. You will see similar things in their workspace. The Tamasic person's workspace will be cluttered, unorganized. A Rajas person will have a lot of memorabilia, a lot of they like big offices, and they will have one big chair and everybody has to sit around them. And a Sattvic person office again will be very calm, very serene. You can look at the energy of this person. The energy of a Sattvic person, you will feel very calm in their presence. You'll feel serene in their presence. Energy of a Rajas or a competitive person is always restless. You will get restless when you're around such people. When you're around Rajas people, you feel restlessness. You feel that something has to be done, and action has to be done. Um, and when you're around a Tamasic person, the energy will be heavy. It'll be lethargy. It'll be sleep. You'll feel lethargic when you're around a Tamasic person. So that's the difference in the energy. They also have very different eating habits. A Sattvic person will eat healthy. They will eat fresh. They will avoid junk food. Um, if they have a garden at home, they'll try to grow their own herbs, their own plants. A Rajas person again is inconsistent in their food as well. Sometimes they'll be very focused on eating very healthy, and sometimes for days they will just eat junk. They will binge, and for a lot of Rajas people, food becomes a stress buster. And many Rajas people go yo-yo. Sometimes they will expand, they'll become heavy in life, and then suddenly they'll wake up, they'll go to gym for months and months, because they are also very action oriented. They can actually lose weight very quickly. So they'll go through yo-yo. They'll expand, they'll contract, they'll expand, they'll contract. They'll focus on food, then they will stop focusing. They'll focus on their health, then they'll stop focusing. So there's a yo-yo when it comes to their physical appearance. A Tamasic person, they don't love themselves, they don't love their body, they slow poison their body, they give themselves depleted food, they drink a lot, they smoke a lot, they do drugs a lot. So they just destroy their body. And you can very clearly see when you meet a Tamasic person. I've seen many of my friends over a period of time, as we went from 20s to 30s to 40s, the ones which went on the tamas energy, most of my friends are very competitive because we went to competitive schools, but some of them went from competitive energy to a careless energy, and I can see the body depleting. I can see, the dark circles around them. So that's what happens if you don't take care of your body. It will start deteriorating over a period of time. Bhagavad Gita has three verses on food. In chapter 17, verse 8, verse 9, and verse 10, Krishna explains what kind of food these three types of people like. Sattvic people, they like food that is mild, tasty, nourishing, food that promotes health, strength, cheerfulness, and longevity. Rajas people, which is comparative people, they like food that is salty, bitter, too sour, too hot, pungent, spicy, food that promotes pain, discomfort, and disease. A tamasic person, they like food that is overcooked, stale, food that is tasteless, decomposed, food that has lost its taste and nutritional value. Um, Further on, it describes the mindset of these people, then what kind of knowledge they have. A sattvic knowledge, that knowledge by which one undivided being is seen in all living entities. Even though they are divided into innumerable forms, that is a sattvic knowledge. So they see oneness in everything. That's a sattvic person. They can see that everything is different, yet there's something connecting everything together. A rajas knowledge, which is comparative person, that knowledge by which one sees all things and creatures as separate and distinct is rajasic knowledge. So a rajasic person will feel, my company is better than this company, my country is better than this country, my tribe is better than this country, my family is better than this family. There's always a sense of competition in them, and there's a sense of separation, and that's a knowledge of a rajasic person. Knowledge of a tamasic person, that knowledge by which one is attached to one kind of work as all in all without any sense of perspective. They see one small part and mistakes it for the whole. So the tamasic person, if they are working for, let's say, one company, they will say this is the only company that, or if they belong to a religious group or a religious cult, they will believe everything, that whatever that cult believes in, that is the only truth. So if you belong to a Hindu cult, then you'll say Krishna is the only God and every other thing is nonsense. Or if you belong to a Christian cult, then you'll say Jesus is the only. So that's a tamasic knowledge, very small, narrow way of thinking. That's the knowledge of a tamasic person. Then Bhagavad Gita describes how they give charity, how they give gifts to people. In chapter 17, verse 20 to 22, you will see Krishna describing the charity of these people. So sattvic person, giving simply because it is right to give without thought of return at a proper time, in a proper circumstance, and to a worthy person. That's a sattvic giving. A rajasic giving, which is comparative person, they were given regrets or an expectation of getting something in return. So whenever a rajas person will give something, there is always this hope that I'm going to get something back in return. That's a rajasic charity. A tamasic charity, a person who is tamas when giving. So how does that person give charity? Giving at an inappropriate time, in an inappropriate circumstance, to an unworthy person without affection or understanding of what it means to give. That is a tamasic charity. Then determination, their will, how of these three types of people. Chapter 18, verse 33 to verse 35. Sattvic will is unbreakable, which is sustained with steadfastness by meditation and yoga practice. It keeps prana, mind and senses in vital harmony. Rajas will, comparative basically person, will is conditioned by selfish desires, material pursuits, pursues pleasure and fame, attached to fruitive results. So their will, the thought process of a rajas person is, how do I get quick money? How do I get power? How do I get fame? How do I get material pleasures? That's their focus. Tamasic determination will show itself in sleep, grief, fear, depression, illusion, and also conceit. That's tamas. In the next video, we'll talk about how these people find pleasure, and many other topics we'll talk about. Thank you.